My name is Jack Eastman, and I'm going to tell you a story about a Zambian orphan named Avason. So, Avason is 9 years old, and like many other orphans in the country of Zambia, he comes from a very tough family situation. His dad died when he was very young. His mom does not work, and his stepfather is very abusive towards his mom and his siblings. He has 3 younger siblings. So his mom is not able to work because of her broken leg. Her stepfather came home one day drunk and broke her leg. So he is left to support his younger siblings. They can't afford school, so he stays at home all day, just scavenging and hoping to get a meal in every day. His stepfather usually wakes him and his family up with a tantrum and often beats Avason because he is the eldest, and he just finds reasons to abuse them, whether something isn't clean or cooked the way that he wants. And so all Avason wants and all that he prays for is to go to school, so that he can get educated and educate his younger siblings, and he also prays that his situation at home gets better. So one day, Avason got the opportunity to go to a camp called Camp Life, which is a Christian-based camp where he's going to learn all about Jesus Christ and the message of the Bible, and he's going to play and have fun with his friends and learn about Christ. And this is where he met me. So basically, I went to Zambia, and I'm given 10 kids for the week to teach them about the ways of the Bible and how a faith in God can better their situation. So during a blessing time, which is where I take each child off separately from the group to get to know them a little bit better and find out exactly how bad their situation is, if they eat every day, if they have a bed to sleep in, and how they can afford to live. And Avason's story just hit home with me a little bit harder than the others. So when he told me that all he wants to do is go to school, not only to educate himself, but educate his younger siblings, and that he couldn't afford it, that's heartbreaking on one level. And then when you find out, that he gets beat every day for things that are beyond his control, and he's forced to grow up and take care of himself and his family at a very young age. He's a 9-year-old man. So hearing this really, really broke me down, and I'm crying as he's telling me the story. And, there's not much you can say besides, I love you and God loves you and things are going to get better. These kids have never been told I love you. They've never been hugged. All that they've been told is that they're worthless and that, their parents left them for a reason and, that they don't deserve anything. And so Avason's story struck home a little bit harder with me than the other kids, and so I decided to sponsor Avason myself. So I pay a monthly fee, and that allows him to go to school. It pays for his uniform and his books, and also when he's in school, he gets a meal every day, which is one of the biggest parts. These kids, a lot of them don't even eat one meal a day, or they don't know where their next meal is going to come from. They're just scavenging. They're doing anything they can to survive. So it's huge that they provide a meal for them every day. So I decided to sponsor Avason, and so that'll send him to school and get him a meal every day. And it was quite an experience to go there and experience another culture. And see a whole nother side of looking at things. These people are grateful just to talk to you, just to feel your presence. Whereas in America we're worried about, whether my tweet is going to get favorites, or this steak doesn't have enough salt on it, or whatever the problem is. Those problems don't even exist over there. So it was quite an eye-opening experience, and I still keep in contact with Avason. I can send him letters. And, now that he's educated, he's learning English, and he can write back to me. He lets me know that he's thankful and that he's praying for me. And I let him know that I'm thankful and I'm praying for him too. So it's been an awesome experience. And I hope to go back to Africa and have Avason in my group again, so I can see the way he grows into a man and betters his situation.